Hi beautiful, welcome to my channel. Today's video is on a new collection that e.l.f. is about to launch on the 5th, the Jen Atkin collection. I have a palette here and a couple of the eyeliners, and I am dying to try these new goodies for you. But besides that, we will be doing a full face of e.l.f. products. I have some staple e.l.f. products that I have come to absolutely love and be obsessed with that I want to share with you. And also to complete my full face of e.l.f. Cosmetics products, I got other goodies. I also have the very exciting news that this video is actually being sponsored by e.l.f. So thank you so much e.l.f. for sponsoring my video, and thank you guys so much, because without you I would not get opportunities like this one. So thank you guys so much for all of the support that you give my channel. Okay, I have so many goodies to try. I cannot wait to get started. Alright, I took my hair out of my face, and of course every single product that I am going to talk about in this video will be linked down in the description box below. I always do a list of everything that I'm using down in the description box of the video, so make sure you check it out if you're interested in any of these products. And the first thing I'm going to try is this one right over here, and this is the Ultra Precise Brow Pencil. I really love super skinny pencils like this one to fill in my eyebrows. So I'm going to start filling in with this one. I'm just doing little hair-like strokes through my eyebrows. I got the pencil in the color black because my eyebrows are pretty dark and I do like to match them. And I'm just doing little flicks throughout my eyebrow with this one, and it's working really nicely. I have to say, this wasn't even like the highest rated eyebrow pencil from e.l.f. I insisted on getting this one because I just really prefer the very skinny ones rather than the thicker pencils. However, their best-selling eyebrow pencil is called the Instant Lift Brow Pencil, which you guys have talked about it to me in the comments before, and I've never tried it. But I really love how the e.l.f. website has everything organized, and they have like little badges on their products. So they'll tell you what product is a best-selling product or a holy grail or a new product. So you can very easily navigate through everything. And the way I did it when I was ordering my products is I was basically getting a bunch of like either holy grails or best-selling products because I knew those were bound to be amazing. Literally the only decision that I didn't make based on that was this eyebrow pencil here, and I really like the way it's performing, even though it's not their best-selling one, which is amazing. Wow, I'm definitely really impressed at how well this pencil performed. It gave me the eyebrow look that I usually go for immediately. It was very thin, so I was able to achieve some very precise hair-like strokes with it. I'm honestly super impressed at how good this performed. I think this was around $5, so impressive. The next thing I'm going to do is a little bit of concealer underneath my brows. This one is the 16-Hour Camo Concealer by e.l.f. and the color I'm using is the medium peach. Even if I'm doing feathery brows, for some reason I still like to do the underlining of the brow because I think it makes the eyebrows look so polished. Also, if there's a couple of brow hairs that need to be taken care of, doing this will hide them a little bit. Eyebrows are done, and I'm super happy with the way that they came out. So let's go ahead and prime the face. And I have a couple of primers. Primers was something I did not have from e.l.f. So I got two different ones to try, and I think I'm going to try them both. Dew primer. I love to be dewy, so this is definitely something that immediately caught my eye. And then the Luminous Putty Primer, because I have not tried this putty primer and I'm very intrigued about it. I feel like in the past I was scared of putty primers like clogging my pores, but as I've used them more, I've definitely grown out of that fear. So I was really excited to try this one, and of course I got the luminous one because I always want to be dewy and luminous, you know? So I think I'm going to put this one on my face, which obviously I'm already doing, and then I'm going to do the liquid one on my forehead just to try them both and see how I like them. Also, I'm not super concerned about pores on my forehead, but I do like to eliminate pores on my cheek area here. I really like how my pores look blurred with this one, but my skin looks nice and luminous still. Let's try this Jelly Pop Primer. Well, I really like how this one feels. It has a bit of a tacky consistency to it. It kind of gives me the feeling of like my pores getting tighter as I apply it, which is really nice. And I feel like foundation is going to lay on it really beautifully. I really like the way that both primers applied. Let's see how the foundation lays on top of them. And the foundation I'm going to be using is, of course, the E.L.F. Camo CC Cream. I feel like this is the best complexion product E.L.F. has ever come out with. I look forward to putting this CC cream on. I often choose it over a lot of my higher end foundations because this has great coverage. The color that I have it on, which is the light 210 neutral, is the perfect color for me. And even though it covers all of my redness and everything that I want covered, it has a really nice natural finish to it, plus an SPF of 30. So honestly, there aren't enough good things that I could say about this. I did try this one already before. This is been in my collection for I think maybe like a month and a half now, and I have been absolutely loving it since I got it. So let's go ahead and put it on. This color right here is exactly the color that I like to be, and I went ahead and bought some little sponges from E.L.F. This one feels amazing. And we're going to put it on with it. Ooh, that was a lot. Okay. I got a little excited there. Just look at that coverage. I'm just so impressed by the coverage of this product and how flawlessly it lays on the face. I think E.L.F. has always done an amazing job at creating really affordable quality products. And that is why the brand has grown so much over the years. I remember years ago, they were having a really good sale and I bought $50 worth of makeup. This was before I even, like, I wanted to get into makeup, but I was honestly too broke to actually get into makeup. And so I was able to buy so much with my $50. And I was so excited when I got all of my products and I used them for so long. So E.L.F. has always been so amazing at like keeping their prices low and making products that you still are excited about using. I did half of my face on purpose so that you can see like the coverage that this has. It's so good. I've been super impressed with the Camo CC cream since I got it. By the way, if you're in need of a new sponge, definitely give this sponge trio a try because it was affordable and this sponge is incredible. The concealer I'm going to use for my under eyes is the Medium Sand 16-Hour Camo Concealer. And just to show you guys, this is the medium-sized sponge that came in that little sponge trio. And I'm going to conceal on my eyelid as well as my eyeshadow primer. When shopping online, definitely keep in mind that I feel like these concealers run a little bit on the light side because I'm usually like a light neutral in my concealers, and this one is working wonders for me, and this is the Medium Sand, which is I think their version of the medium neutral. So just keep that in mind so that you don't get a concealer that is way too light for you. By the way, this is the first time I ever tried the 16-Hour Camo Concealer. I had tried the hydrating one before, but not this one because I was kind of scared of it being a little too dry, but it is not too dry at all. It's actually working wonders for my under eyes. So I understand now why everybody's obsessed with this one. It's incredible. Back with the medium peach shade, I'm going to use it right here just to highlight a little bit. This is the same shade I use for underneath my eyebrows. And now that I want to highlight, I'm just going to bring it back just a little bit, just so that I can brighten up the center of my face. Another product that I have loved from E.L.F. for years and years is their HD powder. And so that is, of course, what I'm going to use to set my face. It is just such a finely milled powder. I love it because it doesn't add any texture to my face. I can set everything and it not be like thick looking. Everything looks very flawless and airbrush when you set it with this one. And it still gets the shine away very easily. I definitely love to set my under eyes with it because I don't like thick powders for there because they tend to look a little bit too thick under my eyes. And with this one, I don't have that problem. Finally, time to try this palette here. This is what the packaging of the Jen Atkin collaboration looks like. The palette that I was sent was the medium deep palette, and it's okay because I still will be able to use everything except the highlighter, but I'll just go ahead and use the highlighter maybe with my eyeshadow or something just so that I can show you guys what it looks like. But I'm pretty sure that I'll be able to make the blush and the bronzer work because from my experience, E.L.F. products blend out really easily. So even if everything's a little bit too deep for me, I'll be able to make it work. So I think we'll do bronzer and blush first. So I'm putting the bronzer on sparingly and just kind of diffusing it real nicely because I don't want it to look super dark on me. And it is a pretty pigmented bronzer. This bronzer blends out very easily, so I was definitely able to work with it, and I'm putting a little bit on my nose now. Take a look, that looks really good. This is just the bronzer on. Let's go ahead and try the blush next. I'm just tapping it on my cheekbone over the bronzer. I really love mauve blushes, so this is definitely a blush that I enjoy using. And let's get into some eyeshadow because I'm excited to get into this super nice earthy tones. With a fluffy brush, I'm going to grab this color right here and I'm going to use it as my transition color. So I'm just going to back and forth put it on my crease right here, doing windshield wiper motions. And this color actually works perfect as a transition color for me, so that's awesome. Now that I have that transition color done, I'm going to switch to a smaller fluffy brush and I'm going to use this reddish shade right here. And I'm going to blend it back and forth and start building it into the crease of my eye. Jen Atkin definitely has that super nice natural vibe to her, so it definitely would make sense that she would come out with this palette. And I really like how it's an all-in-one type of thing where you have your eyeshadows and your face products in one palette. I just grabbed a little bit more of that same color to build it up because at first I just blended it out a lot, and I'm going to now intensify a little bit with it. I really love that burgundy reddish tone for my eyeshadow. It's pretty. I'm taking that shade to my under eyes as well to smoke it out really nicely. For my eyelid, I'm actually going to use the highlight color since I wasn't able to put it on my face. This is what it swatches like on me, by the way. You guys can see it's just a bit too dark for my fair complexion, but it'll be perfect for my eyelid. So I'm going to grab a flat brush and I'm just going to put it on the lid. I definitely think that was a good decision. I really like this as an eyelid shade. I think I want to darken things just a little bit more, so I'm going to go into the dark brown right here and just darken up my outer corner a little bit more. I'm doing over and under my eyes. I have zero regrets about that decision. That looks good. Let me put the palette down because I could keep going. I'm going to leave it at this. I really like this like nice glam earthy toned eye look. And let's go ahead and try one of these pencils. I think I'm going to do the brown to earth pencil. These are super creamy. I'm barely touching my skin and look at that. So I'm going to tight line with this one. I'm taking a pencil brush and just smudging that tight line. Since this highlighter was a little bit too dark for me, I do have another highlighter that I want to try that I ordered, and I am so excited to try it because it is a jelly highlighter. And I think I'm going to put it on with this sponge. Whoa, that is a lot of highlighter. Oh my god. I hate when I do that. I should definitely try out things before I go all in. It looks really pretty though. I didn't expect it to be that pigmented. Everything is looking so good. I was definitely able to tone down that highlighter and now it's perfect. Okay, so now let's do mascara, and I am super excited to try the Lash It Out Loud Volumizing Mascara. I believe this one is newer to their collection and I have heard nothing but great things. This is what the mascara packaging looks like here. And it has a really nice mascara wand. I'm dying to try this. Okay, let me start applying it. I really like how it separates my lashes. I hate mascaras that like clump up your lashes. And this one seems to be separating every single little hair. So I definitely love that about it. Okay, I haven't dipped back into my brush. This was one application. And I love to layer mascara, so I'm about to do a second one. Okay, this is the second coat, and I did go ahead and apply mascara on my bottom lashes this time around too. So this is what we're looking like. Okay, I waited for it to dry a little bit and I did a teeny tiny bit more just on the tips of it once it dried down a bit, because it is a bit of a wet formula in a mascara, so it took a minute for it to dry. But now that I let it dry a bit and did just the tips a third time, are you guys not impressed? I really like the way that this mascara made my lashes look, and it is only $6. I zoomed you guys in so you could see it better. I'm going to do this side now. I'm definitely very impressed with this Lash It Loud mascara. It gave me length, it gave me volume, and it gave me the separation that I always want in my mascara because I don't like when my lashes are super clumpy. This is perfection. Definitely recommend that you get this. So let's go ahead and do the lips next. And for lips, I was really curious to try these Lip and Blend lip liners. So they have a brush on one side and then they twist up on the other side. Of course, I went for like a nudie mauvey pinky shade because that is what I like. So let me go ahead and apply it. Oh yes, I definitely like this color. The color is called Dusty Rose. And these glide on so nicely. So now I'm going to blend it in with the little brush on the other side because what I have for the center of the lips is a gloss, so I want my liner to be blended in. That shade is super pretty, and for gloss I have this one here. I get a kick out of the fact that it's blue, but it doesn't really go on blue, you know? It just has a little bit of a hint of it. This gloss has my approval because it is not sticky. That is all I ask from a gloss, for it to not be sticky, and this one is not sticky at all. So this right here is the final look. I wish I would have gone for a lip liner that would complement this eye look better, but I didn't know. Okay, so the hair is back down and this is the final look. I'm honestly very impressed and very happy with everything that I tried. I think this Jen Atkin and E.L.F collaboration palette is definitely worth it if you've been looking for something that you can travel with, something that you could have everything you need in one. It comes in 2 different shades. This is the darker one, which I was still able to make work and I really like the way it looks on me, but they do have a lighter option as well if you don't want to go as deep with your shades. And then something else I wanted to touch on were the 16-hour camo concealers. I was scared of these for the longest time. I'm not sure why. I just never gave them a chance, and these are incredible. I really like the formula. My under eyes look very smooth and there is zero dryness, and I have very dry skin. No dryness at all. They covered everything that I needed covered underneath my eyes. Amazing. I don't know what took me so long to try these. And it's not like I hadn't tried the E.L.F concealers, because again, I had tried the hydrating concealer and I do really like that one too. But these, I love these. Something else that I really enjoyed using and 100% recommend are these Jen Atkin and E.L.F eyeliners here. These are surprisingly very creamy, very blendable, and very pigmented, so these totally worth it. And then, oh my god, the mascara, you guys. The mascara gave me length, it gave me volume, it separated my lashes. I have zero complaints about this one. This is newer from them, so definitely try it out because you are not going to regret it. This mascara is incredible. The brow pencil, $5, incredible. Look at my little hair-like strokes on my eyebrows. If this is the eyebrow look that you're into, definitely get this one because it has a teeny tiny tip, so you're going to really be able to get that look that you're going for. And then of course, I know you were expecting this, the Camo CC cream is my absolute favorite thing because none of this look would have happened if it wasn't for this one. This one has an amazing coverage, it looks natural, it builds up nicely, it just gives me everything that I need for my makeup to look nice. It has SPF of 30, just, I mean, they outdid themselves when they created this Camo CC cream foundation. I love it. So like I said at the beginning of the video, everything that I talked about is going to be linked down in the description box, so make sure you go down there and select the products that you are most excited to try. Thank you so much to you guys for all of the support that you always give me that allow me to have opportunities like a sponsored video by E.L.F, like Who Am I? And honestly, I didn't even have to hesitate to accept it because E.L.F makes consistently good, affordable products that I am always excited to review and talk about. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I love you all so much and I hope to see you back in the next video. Bye!